Stalkers alert. Sheila. So I went to the other whole and went into the restroom, and they had the security. They have the security pig in there. He was at the urinal, and then there's another guy in the stall. So I just walked back out of the restroom, and then there's a whitey pulling up. White SUV. Walk back out of the restroom. I go like shop, and then I come out of the aisle, and the security cop is walking in front of me, synced, and smiling at me. And I was like, "What's funny?" And he's like, "What?" He like walks over to me and like walks right up in my face like he wants to fight me or arrest me or something. And he's like getting all aggressive and shit. He's like, "What? What? Do you have a problem?" He's like, "What you say?" And I was like, "What's funny?" He's like, "What? What's funny? What? You have a problem?" I was like, "I don't know, man. I was just asking a question." And I just walk away from him. And then he's just standing there staring at me the whole time I'm at the checkout. With like the evil eye and shit. This car in front of me says 007. I saw another 007. There's the snow plows in front of the 007 car they ever seen. I pulled up to the last stop sign. But yeah, he like got all up in my face, like trying to intimidate me and shit. And it was like right after I woke up too. And I think the 007 car has a dim tail light too. Myself until whatever, like I was doing whatever on my phone, and he synced with it, and someone walks in and synced, and I'm like, is it sync o'clock? Or sync 33? FHB, well, FH might be 68 or 86. Is that what it is? It might be an 86er, I don't know. I tried to stay up, or I tried to sleep at the coffee shop last night. Like I was just sitting there and like with my hat like this, and I was just sitting there in the chair, and the guy comes over and taps me, and he's like, "You can't sleep in here." But I can just sit there all night though. I can't sleep. I can't sit there and sleep, but I can just sit there. Like, why can't I sleep? I don't understand. But just to keep me awake and stalk me, probably. So I tried to stay up all night in there, and then it's like I'll try to sleep in my car. And I got those hand warmers yesterday, so I think that helped. I was able to sleep without dying. So, but I have to pull my blanket up. Like, my blanket's not long enough to like cover my whole body. I have to like curl up all and like pull it over my head so that I like trap the heat inside, like the heat of my breath and my body. Otherwise, if there's like a crack in the blanket, it just gets ice cold in there. It's like I have to curl up in a ball and like lay there stiff and like wake up, my knees hurt and shit. My neck. But I made it through the night, I survived. And now it's not gonna be as cold for a week at least, so hallelujah. Still homeless, still jobless, still need all the help I can get. Hit the Cash App and PayPal. Share this video around the world. Constantly harassed by pigs and sheep. A bunch of people just driving by harassing me right now. And with the blue and red, and they're harassing me. They're with the Blues Brothers. And then they were playing a bunch of songs with directed song lyrics last night at the coffee shop again, and they were playing I follow you, yeah, no, baby, I follow you. And they played that song before, I think at the coffee shop. I don't remember where I heard it before, or probably at a store or something. They play that song. And there was a bunch of people in there doing directed conversations, and there, like I went live on Twitter last night for a minute, and like right as I'm starting the live stream, the guy's talking about firefighters. He's talking about his friend's a firefighter or some shit. Like, it's just this group of people. They're like college kids, whatever. They're like across the room. They're talking extremely loudly. And so he said that, and then like after that video, they started talking about cats, and they were talking about cats forever, like a long time. They were just talking about cats, like their cats, or like why they love cats and whatever, and like their cat got in a fight with another cat or whatever the fuck. Like, they were just talking about cats for a long time. So yeah, I tried to drink a coffee last night and stay up, but it wasn't working. I was dozing off. I was sitting there. I left at like 3 a.m. or something, maybe 2 a.m. or I don't remember, but came out to my car and I made it. I made it to the morning, so hallelujah. So it's brunch time. Sit here, eat my brunch, watch the stalkers drive by. See if there's any more jobs to apply for. I think I ran out of jobs to apply for. And then I just gotta wait until they regenerate more jobs. I don't know, man. Hit the Cash App and PayPal, cause where's the jobs? I don't know. Just make this my job, I guess. Come on here, make videos and beg for money and survive like that forever, I guess. Cause we'll just go panhandling when it's warm enough outside. Cause what the fuck else can I do? I don't know. There's no jobs. Where are the jobs? Yeah, and then I went live on here on my laptop last night just to see if it would work, because it never worked. I would always try it at the library and it wouldn't let me go live. So I don't know if it was the internet connection there or something, but at the coffee shop last night it let me go live. It wasn't working at first, but then it worked finally. And then, but I was only live for like 3 minutes, but I was actually live for like 40 minutes. It's the Skynet director's cut again, so I don't know if they'll cut this video, but hopefully not. They haven't done it in a while. But yeah, it's like excruciating sitting in the coffee shop, just like trying to stay awake for fucking all night, and there's just a bunch of people coming in doing constant direct conversations and shit. Just don't ever shut the fuck up. Walking by any sink, and the guy was like sweeping and mopping sink around me and shit. And they'd be like banging the dishes, like the dishes. You'd be like, ding, 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 and be like making all these loud banging sounds and shit, and the coffee makers and shit. And then people would laugh sync, and people would talk sync, and you direct the conversation sync. And I forget what other songs they were playing. I mean, they were playing other directed. Oh, there was this one song that was like, the lyrics were like, I got nowhere to lay my head. That was like how the song starts. Oh yeah, and then I was sitting over at this table on my laptop and shit, and I'm just like sitting over there by myself the whole time. Like there's people sitting across the room, and I was sitting over there for a long time, and I stand up to like go over to the counter to like see what food they have, like maybe order some food, because I was drinking coffee and like my stomach was kind of upset, whatever. I need some food. So I stand up, I walk over there, and then all of a sudden there's this guy walking back to like the area where I'm sitting, and it's like around the corner from from the cash register, so I don't want to leave my laptop over there and shit, like my laptop bag and shit. Because this guy walked over there, sitting over there now with camo pants. So I walk back over there. Like I stand up and walk, and he just comes around the corner all of a sudden at that moment. Like there's nobody up until then. So I walk back over there and sit back over there until he leaves. And like I laid my head down on the table for a second, and he like walks over, synced, and he's like, "You all right, Bubba?" And I was just like, "Are you all right?" I just gave him the Bruce Willis look. I was like, "Are you all right?" And there's a bunch of stalkers driving by constantly, of course. So how y'all doing? And then when I was driving over here last night, there was people walking synced, which was really crazy because it was like fucking 0 degrees outside. I was like, you crazy. Like I don't know if maybe they just came out of that apartment building that's over by there and then they walked back inside after I drive by or something, but it's fucking cold out there. And then last winter, I think I saw it a few times where like I would see, like I saw this one guy one day, he had a t-shirt and shorts on. He's walking up the block with a t-shirt and shorts on. And it was like, I don't remember what the temperature was, but it was really cold outside. And like windy too, I think. And I wonder if they just get dropped off in a car and then they pick them up again after they walk by me or something. Cause like, how are you a fucking polar bear? I'd be dead if I did that. So I saw that on my drive over here last night, and then there was a bunch of cars meet me at intersections and stuff. There's like not a lot of people out here, but then there'd be like 2 cars meeting me at an intersection or whatever. And then I saw a cop on the way here, and then there was barely any cars when I parked. But then there was one like right when I lay down or whatever, and then I was laying there, and I like moved my arm, and there's a car driving by me at that moment. It's like they impulse my thoughts to do things at moments. And like on my video yesterday, on my live stream yesterday, and this is happening all the time, where like I'll be syncing unintentionally, like I like move my arms, and then there's a car driving behind me at that moment, and I'm not meaning to do it, but like I kept doing it on that video yesterday, and it's unintentional. I'm not meaning to do it. I'm not a sync head. I am, but it's not intentional though, I guess. I guess I am, but I'm not intentionally synced like these people. I think they're intentionally synced. So like I'll do something and then there'll be somebody walking behind me at the same time. But yeah, I was just laying there still in bed, and then I moved my arm, and then there was a car driving by me at that exact moment. And I didn't hear him coming at first. He was just like silently approaching. He was driving by me right as I moved my arm. And that's always happened. Like shit like that is always happening. So I don't know if he's a time traveler, a portal jumper, or they just impulse my thoughts to move at that moment. I think they're just impulsing my thoughts to move at that moment. So I don't know. See a lot of sink heads driving by on the street constantly. CMN plates, and there's two black cars meeting each other at the intersection right now, and then it's syncing with this car at the edge of the windshield. It's black and silver, and then they're syncing at the intersection ahead of me again, and then they're gonna sync, and they're syncing at the edge of my windshield, and then they're gonna sync. And then they're syncing, and then they're sync. So yeah, I went live for 40 minutes last night, and it cut it down to a 3-minute video. So I forget what else I said on there, but you could see a bunch of sink heads driving behind me in the window. But only I saw it in Skynet. They got a copy of the video, I'm sure. They should send it to me. What's up? So as always, don't sync. Go for Cat 2028. Hit the Cash App, PayPal, because I still don't have a job. Still looking. Still homeless, jobless. Go buy my music on Bandcamp. Did my stomach ulcer heal? Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was back. That was like 10 years ago. Another thing I forgot to say about that though is like I probably would have died if I wasn't like sort of health conscious. Like I was chugging a bunch of cough syrup, and but I would take breaks from it though, and like I wasn't doing it constantly all the time. I would take like a couple weeks off maybe or whatever. But and I would like eat healthy and stuff. Like I was eating sort of healthy and drink water and stuff. Keep myself hydrated. But if I didn't do that, I probably would have died. So it's brunch time with Ilcat. I see a FedEx now. Here's another FedEx when I left the Whole Foods this morning. And it said PE60, PE60 or whatever. Is that like pedo? PE60, is that like a backwards D and it's pedo or what? I don't know. But it said that on the plate on the FedEx that we seen. Bunch of sync driving by. And then when I turned into the Whole Foods parking lot, like I come around the corner and then there's this white SUV backing up in front of me, and I knew that was gonna happen. Like I knew a car was gonna back up in front of me right there. I just had a feeling, like I just knew that it was gonna happen, and then it did, and I was like, yup. And I just keep driving though. I'm like, fuck you. I'll just keep driving. But sometimes they won't stop though, so you gotta be careful about that. But I just saw an ambulance and it's sinking with the white SUV at the intersection ahead of me, and then it's gonna drive by me seeing. And it's driving by me seeing right now with this car. And there's people driving by staring at me and laughing. Like, oh, there he is. Oh, he's homeless in his car eating a can of beans. Oh yeah, and right when I got up this morning, there was somebody walking by my car, but like I was like snow blinded. Like I just woke up and it was like snowy, and I'm like I can barely but there's somebody walking by my car. Like there's ice all over my windshield, so like I can barely see them through my windshield after they walk by me. Like I was like, did I see that? Yep, I did. There he is. There's this guy that's about to walk by me right now, and I think he's synced with this white car maybe. He's synced with that. But yeah, I slept at the coffee shop the night before last night, and they didn't say anything. I was sitting there sleeping for a while. Not really sleeping, I was just kind of dozing in and out. I got a little bit of sleep, but um, last night I tried to do that again. They come tap me and they're like, "You can't sleep in here." But like, I think it's just to keep me awake to stalk me though, so they can constantly stalk me. I just gotta sit there and get stalked constantly. I think that's the only reason why he said that, because like I slept there the night before, and why can't I? Like I can sit here all night, but I can't sit here and sleep. I'm not laying down sleeping, I'm just sitting there sleeping. Just act like I have my eyes closed. Like what's the problem? So eventually I got tired of that shit. I was like, fuck it, and I was trying to stay awake. Like I kept like dozing off, so like fuck this, I'll go try to sleep in my car. But tonight it's not gonna be as cold. I don't gotta worry about possibly dying. So that's cool. The guy is walking by me again as a helicopter flies in front of me. He was synced after all. And then that yellow box truck just synced with this yellow car over on this other street, I think. But I didn't see the sync though. I think they synced with each other though. There's a mailman. What do you think? Why did they take a bite of food? Do you sync with that? You gonna sync at the intersection ahead of me? Now I'm lost. There's too many cars. Those cars look sync. Are they sync? But last night though was pretty chill compared to the night before last night at the coffee shop, because it was like packed like the whole night, and people were laughing synced like a lot, like the whole time I was there. Like everything I would do, people would be laughing synced, and like this one guy kept laughing synced over and over. And, like the whole time I was there, like I was doing shit on my computer. Like every time I would do something, it was like emergency heat blanket, like the portable electric blanket or whatever, rechargeable electric blanket. I don't got money to buy a regular blanket right now, even so. Hit the Cash App PayPal. But it's not gonna be cold for like a week though, so at least I don't know when it's gonna get cold again. Hopefully I can find a job before then and get a fucking apartment. There goes the Sync Parade. Here comes another Sync Parade. The silver ones. How much do those cost? And then when I left the grocery store yesterday, when I went and got the hand warmers. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. I went to the self checkout. Like after when I was talking about the Kit Kats. After that, went through the self checkout. There's a siren. He's gonna drive by me. It's a pig. There's a white van. I think the white van was synced with him. I was coming out of the self checkout, and like right at that moment, there's all these people like there's people with their children. I think it was like them and another person or something. or just like a group of people that are all together. I don't remember. But they just all like walk up to like the exit of the checkout area, and they're like swarm. They're like crowded. They're just like standing there in the exit of the checkout area, like right as I walk up to it, and I just like stand there, wait for them. There's a U-Haul. Is he synced? He's meeting a car at the intersection as a white SUV drives by me. Is he synced? Here's the Syncmobile. It's driving by synced with this car that has a 7766 on it. And then after I left the one Whole Foods this morning and driving to the other one, there was a car with a Deadpool sticker, window sticker in front of me, in the back window. I haven't seen Deadpool shit in a while, but I'll see people with like Deadpool shirts and shit occasionally. So I saw a car with a Deadpool sticker in front of me this morning. So Skynet's just a weirdo. I don't know. That car says CMN on the plate again. Another one. And it's meeting a white SUV at the intersection as the white SUV drives by me at the same time. And then here comes the white SUV, and it's synced with a tan car next to me. And are all the other cars synced too, probably? What else is synced? It always syncs on top of syncs. I can only focus on one sync at a time, Skynet. I'm a human being. I can only focus on a couple of syncs at a time. Chill. I'm too overdose synced up. There's the Blues Brothers. Here's the whiteys. This is a pig? Or just a whitey? Oh, it's just a whitey. It's just a synced whitey again. So whiteys. Here comes the sync. Sync. It's sync o'clock again. When are they gonna sync me up a job? Sync that up. Sync up a job right now. Sync some money in my bank account. Here's a damn lighter blue car with a CZ on the plate, which I think is CN, because that's my initial CN. It's like a sideways N, I guess, because I always see CZ, like CZA or CZ or whatever. There's a mail van synced with a DJ plate next to me. What does DJ mean? I don't know, but I always see it all the time, every day, 100,000 times a day. So what's that mean? I don't know, but I always see it 100,000 times per day on 100,000 different cars. That car says JOB on the plate, I think. I was just like, can you sync me up a job? Is it like, I don't know, man. I think that's what it said on it. So yeah, basically just gotta wait for someone to call me synced and then be like, do you want to do a job interview synced? And then they'll do the job interview synced, and then maybe they'll hire me synced. Maybe they'll not hire me synced. I feel like people don't hire me on purpose. And then they play with me like that job interview the other day. It was just a non-existent job interview twice. So hit the Cash App and PayPal. If you're a stalker, send it to me synced. A lot of the time I'll get money from stalkers and they'll send it to me synced. Or just whoever sends it to me, it comes in synced maybe, I don't know, but a lot of times the stalkers send me money though. I appreciate it. But it's synced though, and they're synced and they do sync things. Non-stop psychotically driving cars. Psychotically and Lee Brothers. There's a CU plate. No. It's Skynet's deal, man. Skynet needs mental help. There's a green sink. There's a sink. There's the sinks. And then the green car is meeting a blue car at the light. And the red car is meeting the blue car at the light. There's a red blue sink and a green blue sink. It's simultaneous. And then the blue car is about to drive by me. He synced with that white car at the edge of my windshield. Sync! And then the white car is turning to the light as it's turning yellow, and he's syncing with this white car. Sync! There's another CMM plate. And then no CU plates yet. There's a CM plate. Is it a CMer? Those cars look synced. Are they synced? Those cars are all synced. It's synced harder out here. And then sync. Here comes the scooter. He's scooting up sync. Scooting up sync. He's gonna cross the street, I guess. He's gonna sync on the other side of me. He's gonna right in front of me sync. He's gonna sync. Don't sync. He's sitting there waiting for all the sync heads to drive by. Sorry, guy. The scooter guy can't cross the street because they keep stalking me. He's sitting there waiting. Come on, get out of the way of the other stalkers so you can let the other stalker through. Stalk parted. I think the scooter's about to sink. He's riding up on the middle of the street. There she is. I think she was talking sync. She's like yelling something or whatever. I think she was a sync scooter. A sync scooter. I just looked up in my mirror and then she's riding up on the sidewalk right at that moment, right when I look up in my mirror. Is it sync? Here comes a dim light whitey. Is he synced? Don't sync. His car is hitting his brakes right as whitey drives by me. Is he synced? There's a tan car. Is he synced? Don't sync. I don't know if you're a sink, but if you're not, don't sink. Or if you are, don't sink. Oh. So I think I ran out of things to say. I don't know. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. And don't sink. Those are the 5 things for today. Those are the 5 things that I want everyone to do today is don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, and don't sink. And also vote for Little Cat 2028. 50 Cash App and PayPal. And don't sink. Oh, here comes UPS. Let's sink. He's gonna sink in front of me. You sink at the light. I think he was sinking at the light. Oh, there's somebody jogging up to the light when you turn through it. Yep, I think he was sinking. He's sinking with cars. Like this truck that's sinking with this car next to me with the 33 plate on it. UPS synced with that car. Yep, it was synced. And these are synced. Yep. Who's not synced? Anyway, here comes the jogger. She's jogging up sync. Da-na-na-na, jogging up sync. Da-na-na-na, jogging up sync. Da-na-na-na, jogging up sync. Da-na-na-na, jogging up sync. You see her yet? Where is she? There she is. Jogging up sync. Did she sync for the video too, maybe? I don't know. Did she sync back there? Probably. I watched the video back, she synced. Right? She ran by me sync. Jogging up sync. So I think that's the end of this Walking Up Sync podcast. Unless the 3 people in here got anything to say, I think I'm out. And then sync. And then the blue car is turning through the light as the blue car drives by me. And then there's gonna be a red car. Oh, no, there's the whiteys though. When the blue car gets to the light, is he gonna turn with a red car? Or a blue car? Or a green car? I think he's syncing with that blue car that just drove by me. Now, Walking Up Sync. And then these are the red tarts. And the one says dog on the plate. That one says Alf on the plate. Alf, because Alf eats cats. But yeah, the people at the coffee shop last night, they were talking about their cats for a long time, and they're like, yeah, cats will murder you, or cats will eat you. Like, and they were talking about how their cats were fighting other cats, and they were talking about like why they're a cat person, why they love cats or whatever. They just like kept talking about cats for so long. They changed the topic already. Why are you talking about cats? Is this the cat podcast? And they were just being like extremely loud, like talking really loud, like yelling almost. Like I'm all across the room, and they're just like loud as fuck. They're winning EBX for EBT again. And here's the Syncmobiles, a bunch of them, and then here's the Syncs. And then here's a Sync, and that says Cux, C-U-X, or cut, or what does it mean, cut or Cux? I don't know, because I've seen cut before too. But CU though, CU for CU. Because I see CU plates all the time, CYU and CUW and C whatever, CW or CYW, because W is a W. Or CV for CU, like I see CV all, I think that's CU too, I guess. Skynet needs mental help. Do they know I'm ill cat? Oh, the people in the coffee shop? I don't know what they know. They just tell them to talk about cats, I guess. Like, talk about cats for a half hour straight. Or they feed them the lions or whatever, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I probably have more people watching my videos than it says though. Like it says there's, like when I end the videos, they'll get like a few views. Or when I upload a video or whatever. There's probably like a million views or something. I'm probably like a celebrity. I don't know. Probably more than it says, maybe not a million, but probably more than it says there is. A bunch of stalkers watching my channel. A guy just rode by me on a bike with a red coat. It's mostly just the cars. Just like when I say there's people on the sidewalk, it was just like 3 people so far, right? Now this car is driving by me as a white SUV is turning at the light, and the light is turning red right as it drives by me. And then here comes the next chain reaction sync. It's turning through the light as the whitey drives by me, and there's people walking toward me and they got red coats on. Is this a sync parade coming? Don't sync. Sink. And sink. And sink. Here come the red coaters, and one of them at least has red shoes on too. And they're probably gonna sink. And here's a one light whitey behind this white truck. And then sink with this car looking, looks like they sinked. Looks like it's synced. And sink. Directly next to me, sink. Here's the red shirters. The red boots are they the reds? They walked into sight on here right when that car was driving next to me. Was that sync? Probably. And then when I left the coffee shop last night, there was a car sitting in front of it with its hazards on, but it was just sitting there. So it was probably a stalker thing, I don't know, but it was just sitting there. It didn't do anything. Huh. I just saw a C22 Whitey. Is he a C22er? There's a tan car with a dog hanging out the window with another tan car right behind it. And then a green car and a tan car is getting to the light. Does it sync things? Is it the sinks? Looks sync. Does it sync? Don't sync. See, I feel like that cop this morning, he was like trying to get me kicked out of the Whole Foods or something. Like he's trying to get me to react so he can kick me out, ban me from there or whatever. Some shit. I don't know. He was like all up in my face like he wanted to fight me or something. Like the one time I was in there recording, and they're like, "Are you recording our employees?" Like they want to like look for excuses to kick me out of places. What cop I was talking about earlier in the video? Here, I'll end the video right now so you can go watch it. Don't Sink. Vote for your cat 2028. Hit the Cash App and PayPal and share this video around the world. And don't sink. Did I mention that? Don't sink.